Hydrocephalus is a neurologic condition affecting the brain that's afflicting about 1 million people in the United States. What happens is we all have fluid in our heads called cerebral spinal fluid, or CSF. And when people have hydrocephalus, they have an abnormal accumulation of that fluid in and around their brain. So basically they have more of that fluid inside their head than they should. And what that causes is the pressure inside your skull to increase. And that obviously gives you a really bad headache, and eventually it'll smush your brain and you could die. So hydrocephalus is a very serious condition, but let's be honest, not a lot of people know what it is. Most people have never even heard of it. And it's difficult to remember that long word, hydrocephalus, right? So, I mean, that's why it's really important to try to raise awareness so that instead of being that weird person that has something wrong with your brain, you can be someone that's suffering from and surviving hydrocephalus. There's no cure for hydrocephalus, and there's only one treatment really, and that's surgical treatment, and it involves brain surgery. What they do is they take a little shunt, is what it's called, and it's about this big, and they stick it inside your brain, and then they run a tube down under your skin so you can't see it, down into your stomach. And what that'll do is that'll regulate the amount of pressure in your brain for you, because you can't do it yourself. That's great, and it helps a lot of people survive. But the problem is that's a treatment that's pretty outdated. It was developed in the 1950s, and they haven't really come up with anything better since then. So the shunts often clog or break or become infected, and every time you need to go in and fix it, it requires brain surgery, which is kind of scary and kind of a big deal, and it costs a lot of money too.
What is your connection to this?
Okay, nice. So I care a lot about hydrocephalus because my sister, Kate, my little sister, has this condition. She was born about 3.5 months premature, which made her a pretty small baby. She wore doll clothes when she was little. She was really cute. But one of the last things that develops when you're a baby is your lungs. And so when she came out, she couldn't breathe very well on her own. So they had to give her lots of oxygen. And the oxygen caused a hemorrhage in her brain, which prevented the fluid inside her brain from being able to escape. And as a result, she developed hydrocephalus and needed to have a shunt. Last year, she had about her 70th brain surgery, and she was very sick in the intensive care unit at a hospital at UCSF. And we weren't sure if she was going to make it, so we were kind of scared. My brother and I both have been big swimmers. We swam since we were little kids, and we played water polo in college and in high school. And so we decided that we could use our talents and our comfort in the water to try to raise awareness and generate some funds for hydrocephalus research. So we decided to start TeamHydro last year, and we swam from Alcatraz, which is behind me, to San Francisco. And we did that with 2 of our friends, so there were 4 of us. We raised about $10,000, and we were able to show a lot of support and love to our sister, which was really important to us. This year we've been able to increase our roster size up from 4 to 25 people, which is amazing, and we're so excited about it. And we're hoping to raise even more money this year, and we're hoping to get the word out about hydrocephalus so that people can know about the condition and be educated about it.